How's everybody doing out there? This is DJ Mac, the one and only, or there might be others, but I'm just going to say I'm the one and only for now because it's just going along with the drift right now. That made no sense, but let's move along. So, this is my first FL Studio tutorial, and before we get started, I just want everyone to know I'm not a professional. I've been doing this for about a year and a half. And I'm just basically going to be teaching you what I know or what I've done through experience in this digital audio workstation so far. Today, I will be teaching you how to prepare your and if you hear some like weird muffle in the mic when I say my P's, it's just my bad mic. Sorry about that. But so number one is preparing your music. Before you start making it, basically what this really means is that you want to be listening to professional, top-notch songs before you actually start making your stuff, because you want a basic structure of what you want it to sound like. So, for example, if you want to make house, go listen to deadmau5 or, any house artist on Monstercat, like Project 46 or Stereotronic or anyone like that. So you basically just need to listen up on their music and compare it to your music, see how it sounds. Once you get your music to sound like that, then you're going to be doing well, but easier said than done. Alright, so our next step is I'm going to be showing you some basic mixing. I don't really want to reveal my mixing strategies. I might give a basis of what you should be doing, but I do my own thing, so I don't really want to reveal that until I maybe grow more. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing, and I might be going a little bit slow because I recently broke my arm and it's kind of hard for me to move the mouse. So bear with me. So basically, I'm just going to making a song. There's some basic mixing technique. When you mix, the real basic info I can really give you about it is you really just want to make sure frequencies aren't colliding with each other. In essence, this is really just meaning you need to EQ. Now, some things don't need to be EQ'd, like samples, kicks. Well, yeah, obviously kicks are samples. Some kicks are samples. Some effects are samples. It all depends. I still EQ effects usually. Like if it's a white noise effect, I usually just EQ. I cut the low frequency range about to like low mids, just so I don't get any interference. Because sometimes a lot of those white noise go all the way down and they have a pretty low frequency even to the bass. So I usually like to cut that. But for and also panning is big. If you're gonna be using some of those high frequency, some of those plucks, some of those catchy leads, sometimes you need to pan them usually all the way to the right or the left. Sometimes you can just pan like 30% right or left. Really, it's personal preference what you really want to do. You just need to stereo separate what you think is good in your mix. It's your mix, so that's basically it. I mean, mixing is very complicated. Not as much more complex than mastering. Now, one other thing, compression. Compression, you basically only want to use it unless one of your sounds is fighting for space. Because all compression is, it's increasing that dynamic range for which your volume can go into. So like if your kick is, fighting for space, just put a compressor on it. You can just use the preset from the Fruity compressor. What I usually like to do is I usually like to EQ the kick and then put a compressor on it. Actually, no, sometimes I don't EQ the kick. If it's a really good sample, and which usually means that it's already EQ'd, then I won't EQ it. But if it's really quiet, or if it's really muffled within the mix, sometimes it just needs a compressor to bring it out in front of the mix. And if you just mess around with the compressor, you'll realize how important it really is in doing your mixing. But compression is very artificial. I mean, if you're like in a live rock set, most of them don't even need compression. It already sounds good, like on stage. Never do they ever use compression. I mean, they have a mixer always, but they don't compress anything, and it always sounds good. And I've never understood really why, but I'm not a professional again, so not really qualified to know that. So that's really the basics of mixing. Not much else to know. I mean, I have my own mixing strategies again, but that's basically what all you really need to do to make your mix sound good. And mastering is a whole different story. I mean, if you have a bad master, then you're not going to have a bad mix. But if you have a bad mix, a master will not fix your mix, if that makes sense. Mastering is just something to do when you're done with your mix and you want to prepare it for release. It's just to basically to use some limiting, EQing, multi-band compression, and you're just making it louder. That's all you're really trying to do. And then I'm not going to go into the loudness war. I'm pretty sure most people know about that, but that's really annoying to explain, so just search it up. And yeah, I mean, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take off the mic because it's very annoying to hold the mic in one hand and have a broken arm. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own. I'm just going to I'll speed it up. It'll be like, I don't know, a 10-minute session. I'll just show you basically what I like to do when I make my own songs, and you can I guess build upon that. I mean, don't copy me what I do, just use what I do as a sort of support structure, if that makes sense, and build upon that. That's what I like to do with other people's songs. I've looked at other tutorials. That's usually what I like to do. I take what they've done and I put my own twist on it. Usually I just try to put my own twist on it for the whole thing. I don't even need their support because, again, I've been doing it for a while. So thanks for watching this video, and the next 5-10 minutes will just be me making my own song for you guys. So hope you enjoyed, and oh yeah, 50 likes for the next video. I know it's hard, but I'm trying to grow here, and this gives us both incentives to keep doing this. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.